Okay. Yeah, right. It looks like it's working properly now. Okay. Hello, Kahako the Fae. Hello, user. Yeah, I have no idea what was causing that. That was very weird. That's one that we'll fix on the other end. Right. Whiskers took over temporarily, apparently. Yeah, you gotta let me know if that continues, because I'm not normally listening to it. Anyways, we are back at the start of Cycle 74, because we broke something. Basically, the liquid polluted water down here is no longer off-gassing. There's not enough oxygen down here for them to do what they need to do, and they're coming down here regularly to grab all the sea cone leaves. So what I actually need to do is I need to put in some oxygen masks. So what we'll do is we'll put in some mesh tiles for now. 99 this. And then we'll get them sorting that out. Okay? Oh, yeah. How are you guys doing? I'm doing alright. I went back to work today. I think it was going okay. But, my wife was kind of struggling. So we came home. But it's okay. It's a gradual process. Also, some news. So, the actual... I'm going to go back to see my family. 7th, 8th, and 9th of July. So I definitely won't be around then. But I will... that's when we're going to go do the thing. Right, what we're going to do... No more dupes. Not for now. Let's get the oxygen masks in. I mean, I don't mind you going to grab all the bleach stone for now, but you need a... You're probably actually just going to dump it back in here. I think you just need to do this immediately. There's probably something about door permissions I need to change as well, because they're trying to pick up the bleach stone and they're just dropping it down here. This oxygen situation was pretty bad, like, a couple of cycles ago, because the carbon dioxide from the peat burners is all going in here. And now there's no off-gassing here, so there's no real gas for them to breathe. So we just need to get everyone out of here quickly. So we're going to pay attention to these, and we're going to have a look at that. Right. You're doing the wrong one, mate, so you gotta go up here. Oh, God. They're determined. No. This needs to be priority 8. There you go. Okay, that's correct. And then someone else needs to... Okay. Now I need to get people out of here. We're gonna have to... I'm gonna have to cancel this. I should have put more doors in. That's what I should have done, because they're all gonna try and climb in here now. Yes, literally every single person is gonna try and climb in here now. Oh, God. This is what I get for not properly dooring everything off. Is this because you're trying to go dig? Right. So I have to cancel errands in here. Okay, cancel that. Got a little bit of this to do. Gotta make sure that nobody actually leaves. Gotta keep clicking them further away. That's what I'm gonna do. If it looks like anyone's gonna go down there, we're just gonna click them away for now. But it looks like Ari should get this done fairly soon. No! Stop! Get out of here. There's so many of them. They're all trying to come back as well. Just a little longer. Okay, we're all good. So now I need to put some oxygen masks here. So what we need to do is we need to put in a crafting station. That could go in here, that's fine. And then I was going to put a skill scrubber in as well. Yes, we need to scrub the blast shot maker guy, Meep. Well, I can go there as well. Oh, I've got itchy ears. That's not a good sign. So we got one cold day left, and then it's supposed to get hotter again. Also, neither of my lights turned on. One of them wasn't plugged in. You know what? Maybe that's the issue. Maybe the microphone was bugging out because the light wasn't plugged in. Doesn't seem overly likely. Now this means I actually have to friggin' turn this on again. I think I turned it off. Oh, right, you're not supposed to see this. Well, you can see it for now, whatever. Oh, thanks for the ad in my friggin' program for turning my light on and off. Are you really just not going to activate? Ugh. Today, not one of those days. Ugh. Well, I really don't want to turn OBS on and off after all of this already. So we're just going to have to leave that off. That's fine. Uneven lighting is go. What's the situation with the blueprints? What we got? Any good loot today? Give me some good loot. Gloves. Fantastic. My favorite. Okay, so... Right, we also need to put in the masks. Do we actually have the masks? Yes, we do. So we need... I don't know, probably a fair few. Let's do 6. Let's do 5. Let's do 5 oxygen masks, and then we'll put a checkpoint in here. And then the gas, so we know that the air is good by the spawn. Obviously, the intent was that we don't need to pump it all the time, but this is where the clean oxygen's going to be, so it makes sense to do this. This could just go over here. That could go over here. That will be fine. I need to put some tiles in as well. That's okay. You should be able to reach all of that. That should be fine, right? Okay. And then just dig... I guess just dig this out, and then dig that out, and then I think you can do that as well, and then you can still get through here. Alright, go ahead and dig out this iron as well. Okay. What else do we want? We want a power wire. Well, that could be hooked up here. That's a fairly straightforward one. We're not currently using the spawn to power anything else in excess. Looks like the water has leaked through here again. I'm gonna sweep... Yeah, it's just gonna spill in a few of these tiles. Oh, that's right. I need to replace these with mesh tiles. That's what we did last time. Don't replace the ones with divine on it, though. I'd rather keep that one if possible. Yeah, that'll do. Right. Skill scrub is ready. What is the situation? Meep. Yeah, I gave Meep supplying mags to Meep needs operating. Meep is going to go in here. I'm pretty sure Meep doesn't have any skills pre-programmed, so this shouldn't cause any issues. Stinky can have suits. And then we need to make 5 oxygen masks. That's fine. Oh, I like it as well. You don't have to like have options for different materials now because it's all in this menu. I'm pretty happy with that. You could probably use a light here as well, couldn't you? Perhaps a little bit late. That's fine. There you go. Do this. And then what we'll do is we'll just put a ladder down here. But we'll connect that up later. Okay, that should be fine. So, yes, the next thing we need to do is bleach stone. You need to grab all the bleach stone that's in here. So this needs to be priority 9, because we need access here immediately. Yeah, go ahead and build all of this as well. You could dig all of this out too. Yeah, hope you're having a pleasant day. My day has been alright, but it's just... Oh, God. It could do with less things going wrong. Put it that way. I wonder if I can activate it in Device Manager. Hold on, let's have a look at this. Let's see if we can turn on our light with Device Manager. Okay, you guys don't need to see Device Manager. This is because I'm still running the display window instead of the... what's it? Right. There's a random device that is turned off. So I'm going to disable it, and then I'm going to re-enable it. Let's see if that works. No. Perhaps if I reactivate it with G-Sync. No. The G-Sync is the mouse. Lytra Beam is what I'm looking for. Oh. Oh, there we go. Right, okay, never mind. I figured it out. Okay. Alright, good. I figured it out. I figured out how to turn it on manually. We're a business again. Great. Yep, Meep's getting shaken about. I don't think this gets lit workspace. This gets lit workspace. Does skill scrubbing get lit workspace? Glad Higby's okay. We did actually get some resin in here. So, I'll tell you what. Let's actually put a polymer press in. Do we have the polymer press? I'm not sure we necessarily need plastic, but we may as well get a little bit. And then if we need to make a steam turbine in an emergency, we can. I'm annoyed because all this bleach stone is off-gassing. Just let it off-gas. There's a big clump here. This is really what we want to grab. The next thought actually is dartles. So they eat dewdrips and excrete bleach stone. And the dewdrips eat brine ice. Now, brine ice isn't volatile, and there's a lot of it available. So what I'm thinking is, perhaps, we do the most half-arsed design possible. So let's see, you need... What's your temperature requirement? You need to be at least 20 degrees C. The dewdripper needs to be at least 5 degrees C. So it does need some cooling. There is a cool chlorine vent here. A Wheezewort. There's the Megaphron. Wow, this Megaphron grain is huge. You know, I'm thinking, we've already got some liquid here as part of this liquid lock that we didn't intend to make. Is it actually worth me digging this up so that we can actually come over and grab the Megaphron grains? I think it would be. So we can start with that. Let's speed it up as well. I am very keen to just blow up this meteor and move to the next asteroid. We're definitely just playing around, like, at the moment, to see if we can do it, but... I'm quite keen to restart already, because we have... so what have we majorly... Well, we're still just figuring stuff out. Like, I was playing around with the Lumbs. I'm not completely happy with the setup. I think the horizontal design is better, and we'll do that next time. But I don't want to bother redoing it already. Get these nits out of here. We let the nits out, which was not a good idea. Okay, this is done. So let's put the masks in here. The peat burners... We definitely should have set them up with automation and a storage bin. I don't know why I put them on top of each other like this. That was just a bad idea. Yeah, deliver those. Make it so it's vacancy only. I presume you made all of these now. Also, Meep needs to get skill up again. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blast shot hats. Now I'm going to have to get you to sweep this up, aren't I? I'll get you to sweep this up. We're still... we probably don't want any brine in here anymore. But we'll keep this running. This has cooled down quite a bit. I'm going to re-enable the metal refinery. Right, how is the mask going? I don't really care about what achievements we're getting either. Right, oxygen's going in. I didn't filter this gas at all. So what we need is... Okay, hold on. Where's the pipe? Right, so what we want is... we want a gas pipe element sensor, an vent, and then we need a NOT gate. And then we need to put the NOT gate here. There we go. Let's just do that immediately. And then anything that's not oxygen will get pumped up. However, the SPOM... This isn't perfect, but this should be good enough, because the SPOM is going to keep producing fresh oxygen over here. I think combined with this vent, that should be good. Oh, for fuck's sake. Of course you built the vent first. Why would you do anything else? Oh, and now it's just going to vent all that oxygen. Okay, don't worry about it. We've spilled all the water down here now. Fantastic. Okay, the hydrogen vent is set up for geotuning. It's going to erupt in 10 cycles, so we will see that work. Hello, Abod. Hope you're doing well. We had some minor technical difficulties earlier, but we're up and running again. Yeah, so anything that's not oxygen gets vented. So now, hook this up. And then the issue again with that is... this is going to back up, that should be fine. Have I tried a full bots run before? Oh, God. Biobot Buddies. Bionic Buddies. That playthrough. I don't think we did full Biobots. We could do that at some point. But I don't think we have actually done that. I think with Bionic Buddies we had a couple. We were just testing it out again, the mixed approach. Oh god, what's going on here? Why? Why did we not let the polluted water out? Why has this not actually been cooling? Okay, look, you need to empty the storage. Disable this, empty the storage, we'll fill it again. You're doing it now in hell when digging water, yeah. Great in carbon dioxide pits, less good in other circumstances. Enable building again. There's now a very hot bottle of polluted water. Which we will just, where is it? Okay, empty this. They're using so much power. Yeah, have you been running them on manual generators? Is that a thing? Okay, let's replace this. Sure. Yeah, just get that done, then that'll work. Masks are filling up with oxygen, that's good. Okay, this should be better. So now we can get you down here again, we can build this ladder. Bob's your uncle. And then we can grab all the friggin' bleach stone. We're gonna see if we can get this working with the bleach stone on the map. Peat, hydrogen, go geo next. Yeah, fair enough. Right, so now you need coolant again. So you need to go here. Don't bother replacing that pipe. Wait, this should definitely be insulated. It's radiant pipe here. Surely this should be conductive enough. The mysteries of nature. It's probably because we disabled it for a while. Right. I think this is ready. I'm just going to cut this off again. There you go. Right, you should be able to access all of this now, right? Yes. They now have masks in here with the Jawbo looking after the sea cone. That's good. So we don't need to worry about any of this. What I should do is I should put an atmo sensor here. I think that was originally the plan. It's a vacuum in here now, though. Why did I not build an atmo sensor in here originally? Again, I should keep building stuff out of the gold. That's what we should do. Or whatever, I'm just going to dig this a bit slight out, and then we'll open it at the top. A tip of the meteor, wait for the last sec so you get the debris close. Yes, that is what we normally do. However, at the moment, I want to blow it up as soon as possible, because I just want to see what happens. And then we'll... We're going to come back to the prehistoric planet, for sure. But not on this run, because we've majorly fucked things up in this run. And... I'm not really in the best mind state to unfuck things. If that makes sense. We're just gonna roll with it. I want to test out the lab seed. I think that's gonna be chaotic fun as well. Also, I didn't realize this. There's a blueprint for a new grooming station. Look, it's got plants on it. Yeah, just keep giving everyone actual useful skills. Gosman is someone I care about as well. Gosman should probably have operating. Because Gosman is the only one, as far as I can tell, who can run this thing. Now, can I skill scrub Gosman? Yes. Is that worth doing? Debatable. Probably at the moment. Let's do it. Right, this is a lot better. Dig this as well, dig this as well, and then cut off the pump at the moment. Because we want to make sure this isn't wasting power pumping when there's nothing in here. That's very important. Blast shots we got on the go. We got a couple of blast shots on the go. That's good. I feel like if we're smart, we can actually do this by cycle 100. 68 to go, 24 cycles. Should be a little tricky. We've already done a third of them, though. We need to make sure that people are doing the relevant errands whenever they can. Now Meep's got some operating skill that should help a lot. They'll give you, yeah, that's literally giving him plus 40% machine operation speed. So that's a huge help. Doing skill scrubbing Gosman probably wasn't necessarily needed. We're still making a lot of the biodiesel, though. Yeah, we dug up all the bleach stone. Keep grabbing that. What else do we want to do? How much more bleach stone is there? Or is this a case where we just do it on an ad hoc basis? I mean, the storage bin for the bleach stone, this isn't it. This is it. This should stay covered in liquid no matter what. Okay. Looks like all the hydrogen's out of here. That's good. Meteor's getting pretty big on the view. That the lure plant is still growing. You know what? Let's get a little bit of plastic. Let's put some ladders in here and let's dig this out. And then let's dig this out. I probably need to dig this out too, so let's just put this ladder. Let's just leave that sand there. No. Let's do this. Then we can climb down here. That seems good. Oh, you've got more refined metal here. You should actually deconstruct this. That would be a good idea. I want to find more big chunks of bleach stone. Hello, Meatball Coon. Our steps for maximizing polluted oxygen production. So what I would say is, if you want your polluted water to off-gas into polluted oxygen, that's pretty efficient. First of all, make sure it's not covered in any liquids on the top like this. And second, you want as large a surface as possible. So spread a pool of polluted water out as thin as possible along the floor. And then that will each tile will off-gas at its own rate. Make sure the gas pressure is below 2 kilograms per tile. Then you should get a lot of polluted oxygen. You can also, very quickly, here's a fun trick. So once you've got the polluted oxygen, you can use airflow tiles. You can put a liquid on them in, say, the mesh tiles. Here. Have a liquid here. Okay, don't actually build this. And then, if the polluted oxygen's down here, if you put deodorizers like this, then they'll suck it through the liquid. And this allows you to turn your polluted oxygen into oxygen without contaminating the area or using gas pump filtration or anything. Also, there is a sublimation station which turns polluted dirt into 2/3 polluted oxygen. It's pretty effective if you have a lot of polluted dirt from, say, ethanol production, or if you're on a map that has a lot of it available. Slickster eggs, funny. Yeah, we've actually, if you look on the YouTube video, I think I do talk about how to handle sublimation stations and the deodorizers for polluted oxygen vents in a Sandbox Showcase video. I can't remember exactly which one it is, but it is certainly one of them, and we did it a while ago. Right, Gosman. So you want research, we know this. I also want you to have operating. This will speed things up. Camille can have digging. Turner can have supplying. Yeah, I hope you find that useful. Right, you are set. So now I need to tile this up again. And then we should be good. We got a lot of food poisoning germs in the air here. Food poisoning germs in the air do not matter. Your dupes can't catch food poisoning from the air, which is a huge relief. Oh, wait. We got carbon dioxide buckets down here. What? That's not very cash money. I don't know what to suggest. Have they been exhaling down here? I suspect we're probably not going to be constrained by this. Let's actually just remove these ones. And then we'll tile it up again. We have lots of seacomb seeds now, that's good. We put one here. Oh, that's not in the greenhouse. Am I still farmers touching these? No. Why did I build a grooming station here? This should have been a farm station. Nobody even noticed this yesterday. Hilarious. Yeah, I think this health is getting chipped down pretty quickly. We're building up a large reservoir of biodiesel. More and more blast shots are getting launched. Each blast shot is taking about 0.6 cycles to reach the asteroid. I think we're actually making about 5 a day. If we're doing 5 a day, then we should definitely be done by cycle 100. How's this looking? This water still hasn't heated up. That's probably fine. Output pipe full. What? Oh. Hold on. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, that water cools down pretty quickly. That should be fine. Yeah, the main constraint is refined metal as well. We do actually have enough nickel now that we don't need to necessarily make any more. So I'm going to set this to only gold. And anything else, we're going to build out of gold. Right, this needs to be set to 0. I want to make sure that nobody's running on the thing. At the moment, the metal refinery and the blast shot maker are both plugged into the same wire. I think we are probably at the point where we could actually potentially decouple these. But what I would need to do is I would need to plug the heavy watt wire in here. Not the heavy watt wire. You know what I mean. I'll take a little bit of nickel and put it up here. In fact, actually, yeah, remove this. And then we can just remove all of this. I think that's acceptable for now. Because I don't think we should be running the emulsifier and the other thing in tandem. We'll see. Gas pump. Okay, gas pump now needs to be reconnected. And green seal up above 0. Okay, good. Sorted. This is some easy bleach stone. Let's grab this. I guess it's actually fine to just come in here like this. I want you to grab that as well. I guess we have to leave this one here. Dig that bleach stone. Yeah, let's just come and grab all the easily available stuff. Because I think that's going to be the constraint. We do have it stored in here now, so it shouldn't be off-gassing. I know it's after mid-game, but do you calculate heat exchange, or is it just build and adjust? Well, I'm just winging it here, because, A, this has actually been changed. The polluted water temperature used to come out at 110 degrees C. Now I've changed it to at least 40 degrees C. So we thought this was generating a lot more heat than it actually is. In terms of temperature, you can calculate it, but I don't usually bother. Usually, what ends up happening is the radiant pipe, especially if it's made out of conductive metals like nickel, is conductive enough that with a 10 kilogram per second flow rate, a couple of segments is usually enough to keep the water cool. So with gold amalgam, for instance, if we look here, it will say how much it will raise the temperature of the polluted water by. So with the gold, it's going to raise the temperature by 6.3 degrees C. And we've observed from the coolant running through the pipework, if we just let Turner do his thing over here, we'll let this water come out again. Oh, did he get interrupted? Did he get interrupted, or is it just not circulating? What? Oh, he just didn't finish the errand. Right. Show me the water. Yeah. So this is coming through here at about 28.5 degrees. And then we run it through this radiant. We can see it's cooling down by about 6 degrees. So this shows me that this setup here is conductive enough to run gold production from this. Which was what we designed it for. So that's good. If we were making nickel instead, this actually heats it up by about 30 degrees. So we would need a lot more conduction going on. And the actual chill in this case, we're getting it by putting the water from this pitcher pump into the ice makers. And then it's going to cool down to minus 20 degrees C. Now these ice makers produce 16 kDTUs per second of heat each. But they actually subtract 80 kDTUs per second from the water. Because the water has a specific heat capacity of 1. You got 60 kilograms in here. And it's cooling by... It's cooling by slightly more than a degree per second. At least it was when we were testing it. So we should have a fair amount of heat deletion actually going on here. And you can see it has been having the desired effect, at least at the local temperature. So while the air around here is heated up, this is cooled right down. And this is actually less hot than it was earlier. So that's working well. Obviously later on you're going to want to build a steam turbine. So you can turn that extra heat into power instead of consuming power running the ice makers. But this is a perfectly viable solution for cooling stuff down to below 0 in the early game. It's not great for freezers, but it's not the worst. Also, the brine is melted down here. Let's dig this out and then we'll sweep it out. I feel like bleach stone is going to be the constraint, but we're nearly halfway there on this. What do you mean broken wire? Oh, yeah, that's acceptable. Remove this. Who's got unreachable toilet? Higby? What? Oh. We fucked up. The plant died. Well, that's not ideal. Did I dig that up? We were supposed to be consuming the polluted water with this plant. Is there anything I can do in the meantime? Okay, I'm gonna need you to empty this temporarily. People are making a mess. The usual Arisia Gaming special. You're growing now, so you should start consuming that water anyways. Should mean that the sieve can start running. Now this here is a closed loop. So all the water should eventually get consumed. Now the issue is we have 16 dupes, and each dupe is producing 6.6 kilograms per cycle of excess water. So one Ovagro node probably isn't going to run it, which means I should probably actually just put some extra water in here, right? Maybe we 50-50 it. Does that work? We'll
Thanks
see.
for the follow.
Thank you very much for the follow, Meatball Kun. Enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. I'm not sure why they didn't show up. Did I turn them off on this view? I did. Great. Okay. I've turned them back on now. You got a load of emotes. You got the fishy boys. You got these guys. I'm gonna have to get some new emotes at some point as well. We're gonna get new fish at the weekend. I've decided to make me feel better. We're going to get some new fish because there's only one platy and one zebra-danio in here now. We need a new main fish that's going to have a new emote, and we're probably going to replace the old ones. Maybe not. I'm running out of emote slots as it is, though. Let's see if this is going well. Right, what's the power issue with this now? Right. I would like to plug in the blast shot maker and this stuff down here. Do we have... Okay, we have plenty of gold now. That's good. So that can come over here. Okay, yeah. Plug that in here. Disconnect this. And then you could just run the ice makers, etc. This seems acceptable. Hello, Mimic. Do you know why my Twitch triggers won't trigger? Which triggers? I don't know what you mean, specifically. Oh, look. It's, what time is it? It's about 4:30 on the Demolio clock. Well, I guess we can figure it out, because 200 divided by 12 is about 16.6. So we'll reach 5 o'clock on cycle 83. Like the follows the notifications, someone did something like cheer and stuff.
I'm in a fish mood now. Fish is
Fish mood?
It was established, wasn't it?
It has been established. Hello, Quantum Zari. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, let's switch over to the fish cam. You guys are tired of seeing my face. That's fine. Yes. Let's investigate the lack of fish. So we've got the rare top angle today. It won't be rare forever. It's until we manage to get the table back, because I've got the chiller where the table used to be. So now you guys get to see the top of the fish tank. Let's see. Hold on. Nope, that's not right. Yeah. This is what it looks like. So you guys can see the zebra-danio now. Look at him in all of his glory. Is the whole tank to himself. You can see a hillstream loach stuck to that leaf as well. Yeah, he likes to hang out. We want to get some more top fish. I'm thinking of rosy barbs. That's what I'm thinking of. Because the platies were not super resilient. To be fair, I think I may have gotten half of them as Variatus platies, which were the correct ones for the tank, and half of them as Tuxedo platies, which were not the correct ones for the tank. Because they looked the bloody same to me when I bought them. I bought them in batches. So, yeah. Probably rosy barbs. The fish looks like he's got black and white striped pants on. Yeah, I like Zebradanios. They've been alright. Sometimes people say that they could be terrors, like they terrorize other fish on their own. This guy came in a group. All the others have since died over the years. But he's not terrorizing anybody. I think he knows his place. Yeah, would not recommend generally getting them on their own, but I think we've coped in this case. We're still making more nickel. Do we need more nickel? I don't think we actually do need more nickel. So let's stop that. Let's just use gold for all of our refined metal now, except for the blast shots, which will be nickel, because they have to be, unfortunately. They don't have to, well, they don't have to be nickel, but they do have to be a sturdier metal. Just keep getting more skills you're interested in that are helpful to the colony. Food's doing alright. Did we get the polymer press? We did. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to stick the polymer press over here. And then any steam that comes off of this will just trickle down here. So, let's see. Oh, look, we left a convenient gap. How convenient. What the fuck is going on here? Right. Do this. Move the water. And then we'll get that out of here, and then this pipe will go over here. This was a plant of some kind. It doesn't need to be now. And then that can come down here. That can bridge over here. And then that can go straight in the polymer press. So we could make a little bit of nectar with that. Not nectar, plastic. You're telling me there's no such thing as a platinum rocket? There's no platinum in this game. Yet more materials to add to owning. I did see, actually, that someone made a mod. Someone made a mod so that you can get the mercury geyser, the nickel volcano, the lead volcano, and the iridium volcano. Now, here's my perspective on all of these things. Mercury geyser, I think, is probably 50-50 on whether I want it or not. Like, on the one hand, it would be very handy for running your mercury lights all the time. On the other hand, I feel like mercury is supposed to be a rare resource. I don't think it's supposed to be something you have an infinite supply of. Very conductive liquid with very low specific heat capacity, wide temperature range. Obviously, the heat capacity isn't good for pipe coolant, but it's very useful for other things. And if you had liquid metal available on demand at room temperature, I'm not sure the devs want that. But it would let you run the Mercury solar panel setup that we talked about on YouTube. And that would be interesting as an efficient power source. But to be honest, it's slightly too efficient. There's no byproducts. It would be trivial to run. So probably not the best idea, again, in my opinion. Let's put the vent down here so this just vents straight into the carbon skimmer. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? And then power wire, that could just plug into the base wire. That's fine. We're not going to have that much resin anyway, just from wild harvesting. Right. The skimmer needs to actually run. This is true. So I need to cut this pipe off here. The Avagra nodes should be running a fair bit of consumption. Wow, I guess they're not. You meant the uranium rocket. Yeah, but uranium's fine. Gold is just very, it's not very, the heat capacity is very low. It's not the strongest structural material, so I feel like it makes sense not to do that. Nickel obviously makes sense. There should definitely be a nickel volcano. They should just straight up add that. There is no good reason not to have a nickel volcano. Lead volcano. Lead is a material where it's in that funny sort of case where, like, I don't think a volcano would make any physical sense. Because you're not going to encounter liquid lead in nature. Knit eggs. Wow, what a treat. We'll get the bonbon seed. We had a phlox in here, but he died very quickly. Lead volcano I don't think makes any physical sense whatsoever. let's actually have a look at the blast shot maker. So, in terms of materials, yeah, you can't put uranium in here. It's aluminium, cobalt, copper, iron, and nickel. Wait. What's going on with this? Wow, we made a lot of biodiesel. You guys have been quick on that one. Wow, you know what? We might blast through this. We've pre-made... It looks like we've actually pre-made all of the biodiesel now, because we dug up all the bleach stone. They harvested it pretty quickly. So it looks like the constraint is actually on actually making the blast shots now. That's very interesting. It's so interesting that I might even put another blast shot maker in here. Can we actually do this? Can we run 2 blast shot makers at once? Can we get another guy in pyrotechnics? I think that's the actual question. So this pipe can just go here. And then I don't think we really need anything else. It's just the wire. One could argue that we could just plug this in up here. Because we can stop running the metal refinery to run this if need be. In fact, actually, don't even bother with this then. Because then I can just cancel this. Deconstruct this. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. And then we don't need another liquid reservoir here. We can even get a 3rd manual generator and put it in here. I don't think we need to, though. Yeah, I reckon if we have the 2nd blast shot maker. Now, who are we going to get to do this? We have, let's see, Abe? No, Meep and Higby. Higby is interested in tidying. To be fair, Higby is interested in tidying, and he came with some extra skill points. So we can just do this, right? We skill scrub Higby and get him to work on this. I think that makes thematic sense. Also, the Iridium volcano would be very powerful. I mean, if we look at Iridium, right? Show me refined Iridium. Very pretty, isn't it? So, heat capacity is very low, and it gives the plus 500 degrees overheat temperature. So you're basically looking at a volcano that produces hardly any heat and produces a material with overheat capacity plus 500. You would have to have... If the meteor landed, it would make the game too easy. The point of the meteor landing is that you don't get the infinite source. You have to blow it up to get the infinite source, and you have to get it from space. From a gameplay balance point of view, I don't think it makes any sense to have an Iridium volcano. Maybe have an alternative to the superconductive asteroid. But even then, you would have to come up with some way of actually using Iridium instead of niobium. Because if we put niobium in here, right? This has an overheat capacity of plus 500 as well. Maybe make it so that you can make thermium out of iridium as well as niobium. Yeah, maybe do that as well. It would still probably be too easy, but if you had it as an alternative to the superconductive asteroid, I think that would be the only way that an iridium volcano makes sense. Even then, it's way easier to tame than a niobium volcano. Because niobium volcano produces a very large tile that masses immediately. In fact, let's see. This is a high heat capacity, but it's the fact that it erupts like a magma volcano with like hundreds of kilograms per second, and it tiles up at a very short threshold. That is the issue. I know I put 52 for both of these. We will cut that down once Higby actually gets in the skill scrubber. And then the thumbnail will obviously just be us using the blast shot maker. I imagine you have to steam room niobium and put drills. Yeah, like it's a huge mess. Let's put some drywall in here. What are we gonna do? shadowy figures. A subtle nod to all prehistoric creatures, great and small. That sounds good to me. Yeah, put that in here. Also, by the way, I haven't I'll put some more stuff over here as well. I haven't re-enabled true tiles yet. I wasn't sure whether they've actually... fixed that situation. Because I know they updated some of the tile textures to do with this game. To do with the update. I'm not sure what else they've done. What I'm going to do, I'm going to actually put a rec room over here. The dupes deserve a rec room after all this hard work and suffering that we put them through. And maybe I'll just give up and put a surfboard here. I think that would be appropriate. We'll have some extra power available for sure. Yeah, let's do it. But Higby needs to be on it like a carb on it, and Higby is thus going to need operating to be top priority. Yeah, you're finished now. The hat remover 9000. Right, you have got the skills, so let's do this. And then you can get your pyrotechnics hat. Oh, you're gonna look so good. Higby is now a smooth operator. Yes! Exactly. Yeah. I think we will get this done today. And then we can look at the Relic R seed on Friday. That will be great. Ah, they're both doing it! Perfect. But we do need you to actually put the drywall in, so please do this. I honestly didn't think it would be this easy. TBH. I say this. We've had multiple dupes die. And we've reloaded. But that was because of me making silly decisions. Not because this is hard. It's because I've been easy. But that's fine. What is the whole germ situation? Oh, right, yeah. This is all polluted water in here. The metal is all down here. That's where all the gold amalgam is in this biome. There is a lot of gold amalgam in here, by the way. We can dig up all of this as well. There's no reason not to. You don't need access here either. Seems good. This hydrogen isn't actually going to escape here. You didn't really need to do this. Right, so I think what we're going to do then is we're just going to put mesh tiles here and here, and we're going to dig this. We're going to put the surfboard in here. Do we have the surfboard? We do. Let's put that there. This gets fed by water. Okay, this is now effectively drained. That's good. I'm just going to stick... Let's face it, we're committed to the spaghetti at this point. This is not working. The power is blocked. Wait, why is this not working? Oh, because it's connected to two peat burners down here. How are the peat stocks? Peat stocks are pretty low. We've used a lot of peat. That's true. It's actually going into the Blastshots as well. I've seen the animation for the meteor exploding. Is there an animation for the meteor falling with all the dupes running around and panicking? Yes, there is. And we'll see it tomorrow, I think. We need to dig up more peat. This is a matter of urgency. Thankfully, there is enough peat here for us to do this. So let's go and have a look at all of this. That should be fine. Does this still count as a barracks? It does. It's too big though. I'll tell you what, dig 2 peat tiles and then we'll call it a day. Dig this one. Dig those ones as well. This can just be a tile. We did not get the Lumb production up super quickly, I must admit. Mostly because Some of them are starving, but it's also... Have we got any eggs? We do. They laid an egg in the door. That's kind of amusing. Okay, I'm going to yellow alert this. We need someone to actually build the mechatronics. Our mechatronics guy does not, for whatever reason, seem interested in building anything. Ruby. You need to have higher building priority. That should do, actually. I think that was the entire issue. Let's see. Deconstruct these as well. That's fine. Yeah, look, we got it to half health. It's like at 81. This is progressing pretty smoothly now. So let's see, what else is plugging into where? I can have this hooked up to this wire. We want a light in here, obviously. That will do. This probably doesn't actually have to be a conductive wire, but we have the gold now, so why not? Automation wire here. And then probably a case of just putting a couple of doors in. Because this isn't going to be a rec room otherwise. That could just be a mesh tile, actually. That's fine. Yeah, this is going really smoothly now. Oh my god! What is going on here? Excuse me? The game waited until I looked at the star map to blow them all up. We didn't just full combo the Demolial, don't worry. You know, I really didn't think it would be this quick. God, I'm relieved we're actually going to do this. For some reason, I was really worried we weren't going to make it. Do we need more bleachstone? How much biodiesel do we have left? So each blast shot takes 200 kilograms. So we do not have enough biodiesel. So let's get more bleachstone. Let's make more. I think we just dig it up here. Sorry, Dartles. We're going to have to come back to you in a future run. Right, sweep up the brine. Our freezer has not worked at all, by the way. We've overproduced food again. I think it's a sign that we stopped running this for the veggie poppers. If we're overproducing food, there's no point. And if we're running out of peat, then we should probably stop doing the Sweatcorns as well. We'll see. Right, so this needs eggs. Eggs go in here. We have at least made a couple of Lumb eggs, so the population will survive. But I do not recommend stacking it vertically. The vines. Yes, the vines creep up and you can harvest stuff pretty efficiently from it. But they don't like it. They don't like going through the doors too much. And you still can't fit the full 6 Lumbs in here. Because of how the plant works, each plant feeds 2 Lumbs. But it takes up 26 tiles. There's no way you can fit them in, and all of the auto sweeper stuff for them. And have it all stay as one room. I think what will actually get me to use the Dartles will be when I feed Rexes for ammo suits. Yes. We haven't had to bother with any of that at all so far. We've been able to do all of this well. Oxygen masks have sufficed for down here. We haven't had to go and grab any oil yet. I don't think we're running out of seacomb. I think we got plenty of seacomb here, but I'm going to tile this anyways. Yeah, we're blowing this up pretty quickly now. Let's speed to it. Let's get everything else done over here. Let's get the surfboard in. That seems acceptable. And then, furniture-wise, what else do we want to put in here? probably want some ceiling trim. Let's put some ceiling trim in here. Oh wow, that's not a lot of room. Marble statue? We could research a marble statue. I think that's appropriate. What? Marble. Marble block. Okay, that's fine. We do have radiation from the Weaswolves. Yeah, we'll put a marble statue in here. Probably a metal statue here. Can we do a metal statue? I think you're researching that. Why are you suffocating? You should be suffocating. Right, you're dormant now, so same green seal up above 1,000. I mean, you're in a vacuum. This will activate in 3.8 cycles, and then we should have hydrogen power, which can run all of this stuff. I believe we are out of hydrogen now, unless there's more in the canister. There's a lot more in the canister. Okay, there's a little more in the canister. That's fine. Right. You need a water intake, so... Oh, yeah. I'm not going to pretend I'm happy about this piping, but it exists. And it's working, so that will do. So let's see what else we're going to do. Hanging pot in here, probably, right? I don't think there's anything else we want to put in here. That could be the metal statue. Are we researching the metal statue? We are. Okay. Good. Yeah, we got a pretty smooth chain going on here now. I guess it's just what happens when you strip mine the asteroid. Did we get the plant sorted out? No, nobody bothered with this because I don't think they can access it. I would like to get some plastic. I need to dig this. That's fine. Did we make any butter? No. No, because we just need to hook up this pipe, and then we should be ready. Okay, let's do that, and then we can at least say we made plastic from resin. Yeah, here it is. It's in the pipe. We did not make a lot, but this may start. Do we have any amber left? Let's actually add amber to the list of things. Where would I find amber? Oh, organic. Yeah, that makes sense. Produce butter using plastic monomer. Yeah, we're not going to get a whole block of butter out, unfortunately. That's pretty sad. But you can get it to empty storage at any time. So we can get the tiny little bit of plastic. We crushed and turned amber herd into plastic. Yes, refined amber herd. Perfect. That's what we needed. That's a name I haven't heard in a while. Eh? Eh? Right, let's keep decorating this bit. All the bits we showed in the thumbnail should be nice. This plant will actually cope at this temperature, so that's good. Put a bit down here as well. This can also go here. I would like another rec roomy bit. What are we putting here? Probably just a jukebot, right? I think the jukebot should be on its own wire. I think what we actually do with the jukebot is we put a conductive wire bridge here. And then we hook this up to... We could hook this up to the manual generators. Is that really a good idea? I don't know. Spaghetti gonna spaghetti, I guess. Here you go. Just like Mama used to make in Italia. Right, let's just put the ceiling lamp on again. So when I was doing my PhD, I worked with a lot of Italian students from all over Italy because we were in like the tsunami landslides based research group, and they were great fun. The presentations of their work were really interesting, and they were great company on nights out. Highly recommend. And somehow I still haven't been to Italy yet. Like, I've been all over Europe. I've been to Spain, I've been to Portugal, I've been to Germany, I've been to France, I've been to Iceland, I've been to Belgium, I've been to Austria, and yet I've somehow not been to Italy. That feels like a crime. Right, have we got the metal block? No. You know what? Let's put a large sculpting block over here. We're also doing this just so we can give our Masterworks guy something to do. Wait, we don't have Masterworks? What? No. Marie, you're getting Masterworks. We built this skill scrubber, and scrub we shall. Contrary to popular belief, we do want scrubs. This count is going to be way off now, by the way. So, based on the fact that we have 43 health, or 43 worth of health, and we have 2 on the way. Let's actually set this one to 21, and this one to 21. I think that will do. Oh, Higby looks so good. Wait, does his moustache move it? Okay, hold on. This looks weird. Is this why Clay didn't want to put moustaches in the game? Because of the side angle of the mouth? Is that it? It's possible. Right, the carbon skimmer is running. We just produced an absolute metric ton of carbon dioxide. Oh, you need to dig this out as well, by the way. Also, whose bright idea was it to put a load of tiles here and constrain the skimmer like this? I think it would be a good idea for us to make a pathway for all this stuff. So just go ahead and dig this. You guys aren't doing anything important now anyways, it's fine. We're killing this meteor faster than intended. Okay, well here's the question now. If we're actually going to kill it this quickly, we should probably send a rocket to investigate, right? The only thing is, if we're going to kill it in the next... It's currently overlapping the swampy ore field. If we were going to kill it, it would probably be here. So that's 5 tiles away. I don't think we'll be able to make a rocket to go visit it and harvest it in this stream. But I'm not necessarily worried about that, because when this lands, we're going to harvest all the material. We can just have a look at the space POI and see what it says. That will do. That will do for me for now. I did not set a very ambitious goal for this run, I must admit. But that's fine. Oh, I like how this wallpaper looks. It's cute. All sorts on it. The usual suspects. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? I know it's got the Mimicker in the middle. This reminds me of the Gorillaz album cover. You know which one I'm talking about. Yeah, we need to let the CO2 out a bit further. So, yeah, go ahead and dig these bits as well. What we got? A bee tiny? Really? Here you go. Yeah, not the best idea. How many times have we been offered a bee tiny? Not very many. Didn't like it. No siree. It's given us a tiny little bit of solid nuclear waste. What a legacy. Right. Where's Marie? Marie still needs to get scrubbed. Oh, yep, there's Marie. Yes, it doesn't look like you get lit workspace for this. I think we did already know that, in all fairness. Carbon skimmer is working. I need you to keep digging up these tiles. Go ahead and dig some of this peat as well. God knows we need it. Oh, look, we have got plastic. We've got 60 kilograms of plastic. Well, there you go. It's not even enough for a plastic tile. Right, what research is that? Is that the metal block? Yes, it's the metal block. So let's make this one out of gold, and that one can go there. So we've got 2 rec rooms now, that's good. We're down to 40. We're down to 40 health, we got 2 on the way. We got 3 on the way. Reduce this to 19 then. We're in a race. Can Meep or Higby do it first? Or possibly even Migby. Keep and Migby. Wow, now those are some names. Okay. You know what? Sorry guys, you're getting overruled. We're renaming them. We got Keep. And we got Migby. There you go. Enjoy! Okay, I'll tell you what, you could be Heap with a double E. There you go. Because they are definitely going to be on the thumbnail once we've done all the decoration. Go, oh, that was a good, that was a good shot. I didn't catch him at quite the right time. Getting a couple of good ones, actually. But I think I want the zoomed out shot, with both of them working in parallel. That means you've actually got to get the hydrogen to erupt, which it will in 2.4 cycles. So that's okay. Alternatively, you know what we could do? There's a large amount of hydrogen in here. I'm just going to canister filler it up. So how did we run our power on this base? Well, we filled up a load of hydrogen canisters. Pipes? Nah. Canisters? Yeah. Oh, we could have gone with Beep and Higby. Nah, it's gonna be Heap and Migby. I mean, it could be Heap and Bigby, but where does the B come from? Speaking of Amber Heard, I once stepped on a bee. Or what did she say again? My dog stepped on a bee? Is that the meme? That feels like it was years ago. Did Migby step on a bee? Right, we want the marble block. Go, Marie, go. I think you're the only one that's allowed to decorate, aren't you? Yes. This was always allowed. Let's see what Marie makes. The bee sued the dog and the bee won. Okay, glad I'm remembering. You misheard, was definitely going to be switching the first letter. It's the phrenologist's stream. What is a phrenologist? Tell me. 52.5 decor. Not bad. And then let's look at the large sculpting block comparison. We got the plate chucker. This is worth 30 decor. The gold material is doing a lot of work here. I mean, the base value and the art quality are both worth a little bit more, but it's the gold material that's doing most of it. Wow, Abe's having a sweaty dance. Oh, do you guys actually have a water cooler? You should probably have that somewhere. Even if it's not in here. You know what? We're going to put it in here. There's a conveniently water cooler shaped blob here. It's going to happen, I think. I keep forgetting it's not in utilities. It's weird. I think we'll just leave it as the regular color for now. Yeah, this meteor's getting wrecked. Literally. We're destroying it. But I think we're gonna have to get the hydrogen power up. Oh look! It flashed on the dayload, so you got to see what it looks like in a flashed state. I like how you have the silhouette of a Rex here as well, just because. So to remind everyone, because I haven't shown you guys in a while, this is the meteor impact zone. It's quite large, and the whole area surrounding it gets superheated as well when it lands. So basically anything within a solid radius of this is going to get toast. So we decided to put the Lumbs here after we decided we were going to blow it up, by the way. We made too much Sweatcorn. Okay, do we just remove one of these? I think we just remove one of these. I do not want to waste our last blob of peat on a Sweatcorn. Actually, the larger is blast away the top area. Yes, that's true. If it lands, like, it carves out the whole channel up here. And then there's the little perimeter. This looks too big on the map now, by the way. It's giving me megalophobia again. Get rid of these Sweatcorns. I don't want you wasting time looking after them as well. If we're overproducing food, that's definitely not necessary. Right. What is the gas situation? Show me. Do I need more than one skimmer? Is that the issue? Okay, I think the actual issue is that we have a load of salt water down here as well. So can we just sweep this up? We can. Okay, let's do that. Not a cup shape, it's a cone shape at the top. Oh, what? So do you mean it goes like, you mean it goes like this? Or is it like a straight edge? Because I thought it was a straight edge, but I don't know any better. We'll find out tomorrow, I imagine. Also, as far as I know, the lab seed is like a semi-random seed again. It may reach both sides of the map. I mean, we're on the spaced out version. We're on the Relica minor cluster. So it's not a particularly large asteroid. But I think the intent was there would be some undisturbed areas so that you could still do space travel. Because there's neutronium lumps in the meteor when it lands as a penalty for letting it land. So you do have to think about it a little bit. Right, I think this is ready then. The main thing this is not ready for is power. But we did just set up the canister filler. This needs to be set to 200. We've got loads of hydrogen here. And to be fair, it shouldn't. It should. It probably won't burn through it too quickly. Oh, whatever. I don't care about this sea comb anymore. Just replant it. I don't care. Yeah, this is happening quicker than I thought it would. It's good. For some reason, I keep thinking the weight plate is in utilities. Yes, that is weird. Can we grab all the liquid bottles? Okay, here's an idea. Right, where are we dumping jungle juice? Does it matter at this stage? I think we're dumping jungle juice in here. So let's just do this. Remove this. And just any liquid that I tell you to sweep, just dump in this random pool of liquid. Yeah, we're landing a lot of them now. This is going pretty well. We get all the debris out of here for the thumbnail shot. There's a lot of random debris in here. This is going to be set to sweep only or 39. Pretty more easy to grab peat. I don't know. We should have done this a while ago. For sure. Rotten Ovagro figs? Oh, well, that's no good. Nobody wants to eat Ovagro figs. Perhaps there was no cooking option for Evagrafix. Wait. Am I being silly? Let's look at this. Oh, you cook it in the gas range to make mixed berry pie. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the only cooking recipe it's used in. It's fun to squeeze as many as possible into a single mouthful. Not by the sounds of it. I'm going to change the stream title. I didn't think we were actually going to blow it up today. There you go. Get the clickbait stream title in here. I wish we could filter what foods the game tells us about us rotting. Yes, that would be a good idea. Thoroughly agreed on that front. And you know what? I'm gonna put another drywall down here just because. What are we gonna do here? Sorted out all the drywall now? That's weird. You know what? Just put the wood down here. That'll do. Priority 9, this bit. Yeah, sure, just do that. You can do that pretty quickly. 300 health left on the meteor. Now I'm really annoyed that the previous YouTube pod didn't upload properly, because like we're gonna be wrapped up with this before I post the comeback video on YouTube, which I was not expecting. Whoops. Slug? No, we don't care about slug. Let the slugs have that asteroid. It's theirs now. This needs to be set to sweep only or 39. I really don't care about Avagra rotting with all my dupes eating veggie poppers, but I do care if the peppers rot. Yes, exactly. Very well said. He's having a yodel. You know what another good idea would have been? Putting auto sweepers here to automatically deliver the blast shots. I mean, in fairness, it's a pretty straightforward shot, right? Over here. We also never actually deconstructed this. You do have access. I guess you just didn't think it was very important. Okay, cool. How's Bleachstone looking? Bleachstone's looking pretty low. How's the biodiesel looking? Pretty low. Okay, so we actually need to dig up more Bleachstone. Fairly urgently. So the easiest lot to grab would probably be this giant lump. So let's do that. Yeah, we can do this. That's fine. Yeah, go ahead and dig all of that, and then any other random tiles I see we can grab. Let's have a look at the overlay. Are you leaking? No, you're not leaking. These ones are pretty easy too. And grab these. Oh, there's just a load we can grab down here. Yeah, okay, that sounds good. And then you could also get in here and do these. And then just come over here. There's a load on the floor from the Darthals. Okay. I like those odds. And now you just have to grab it all before it's too late. Oh, there's a lot of random material moving over here. I guess it's not that much random material. You know what? Don't bother about the marble statue anymore. You're down to about a quarter health. So here's a question. Does it look more damaged the more damage it takes. No, because it's just a single hand drawn image. Oh, there we go. We saw one. Good. We're going to have to watch the last one. I also love how this is determined not to shoot gassy meteors. Glad they made that an option. Oh boy, I love my colony. Evil and intimidating meteor. Right, well, you guys are gonna have to get a move on. This erupted in 90 seconds. Okay, that's good. Just please clear the area for our final thumbnail. Oh, you've got to clear this bit too, haven't you? Yeah, do this, please. Keep going. Higby. Migby. We got Migby and Meesmore. You're not Meesmore in this run, you're just Mimar. You've been demoted to Mimar. Let's have a look at long commutes. As far as I can tell, you guys shouldn't have that far to go now, right? No, you're going to grab all the fabrication materials. So you've blown up the molecule on the regular-sized asteroid, on regular-sized planet on all max difficulties. How possible is it to do on the spaced-out sized planet 100 cycles? Well, I don't know how difficult it would be to do a maximum difficulty. Is there anything that we couldn't have done like this on max difficulty? Well, we've overproduced food, so probably don't need to make as much food. Or, actually, it may end up being alright with bottomless stomach dupes. Or the ravenous dupes. Possibly a little bit more efficient food production is needed. We did lean a fair bit on peat, but there's a lot of peat, so maybe we can continue to do that. Oh, we do well, Tech Rock. Let's get some Evagro figs. The game is quite stingy on how much food it gives you of the new foods, I must say. You managed to do it at the spaced out start on 92 cycles on normal difficulty. Nice. I think we're gonna get that sorted out. It's crashing out! Yeah. The YouTube VOD for tomorrow's stream is definitely gonna be called Valid Crash Out. Looks like you've managed to clear most of this up. We still need the power. You've got to actually erupt. You're going to erupt in 0.3 cycles. Oh, hold on. Oh, we've got the canister drainer here. This is set to priority 9, but we've given people a lot of priority 9 errands. Hubris of man, as usual. Maybe we can do cycle 92. That's 4 per cycle, which I think we are managing. I mean, if we look at space at the moment, there's about 3. The asteroid's about half a cycle away. You basically let the cannon event happen and the dinosaurs go extinct. Well, they won't all go extinct. Just the ones towards the top of the asteroid. Oh yeah, Mimar gets to have a dance party. Hooray. Is that really what we're wasting all the hydrogen on? You're gonna have to bring some slightly larger hydrogen canisters than that. Okay, you're geotuned. You're gonna produce 210 kilograms of hydrogen in this eruption. Oh wow. We're not gonna be able to store that at all. This is gonna overpressurize super easily. Wow, I didn't even think about this. Hold on. We need a gas reservoir. Stat. We need a party dot gas reservoir. Just put it here. What does this mean? It means, vent. I never made a gas chamber. No, because it was dormant when we were thinking about everything. No, that's not right either, is it? Yeah, no, that is right. Okay. A gas reservoir will do. For now. But yes, an infinite storage would definitely be a good idea if we were planning on continuing this run. We need a double geotuned gas storage. Yes, can we geotune the gas reservoir, please? What priority should we make that? Priority 9. As usual. Well, the good news is we're going to get 1 kilogram of pressure in here, at least. We're down to 230 health. Okay. Any special geysers in the way of the meteorite? No. I think the game doesn't spawn geysers where the meteor is landing. I'm not certain, but we didn't spot any. I feel like it's hard-coded to not do that. There aren't any even close to it, to be honest. Oh, thanks, camera, for showing me the big meteor. Any Geotuned plants too? Yes, amazing. Right, good news is you're erupting. You're gonna overpressurize so quickly. You'll get this built pretty quickly though, right? Also, to be fair, the pipe is also gonna hold some for now. Okay, not at this exact moment. Turner is on the way. Building lean, mean building machine. You had some of the beta, don't know if they changed it. Oh, really? Yeah, I'm not sure if they changed it either. Remember to build an insulated wall because the meteorite pours out molten lava. Yes, I did see that. So it seems like the aim is going to be to get to insulated tiles before cycle 10. And that's like the most important thing we can do. Right, we're actually getting pretty low on blast shots to make, but I'm sure we can squeeze this thumbnail shot in. Wow, we actually boiled the water? Really? I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That does admittedly make sense. You raise a fair point, game. This carbon dioxide is not very conductive. Yes, Marie, your job has been replaced. You're no longer the decorator. Insulated shale actually look like it works despite not having enough of them. Well, the insulated tile is doing all the work. The material very rarely matters. Although, if it's made of magma, I guess you would probably want to double seal it. If you're getting loads of magma. Right. Air levels are still not very good in here. It's because... You know, I honestly think we're not generating that much because the oxygen pressure stays high here. The carbon dioxide doesn't seem to get far down. Something is definitely overheating. Probably the gas pump, right? Basic yellow pants, nice. Yeah, the issue is we end up with oh, we've got a chlorine packet down. That's the issue. You know what? I think we should put a couple of carbon skimmers in here. Let's put another carbon skimmer here. And then... like that. And then this pipe can just go... like this. And this could go like this. That should be fine, right? Yeah, you need, although you need to build this now, so we're yellow alerting this. Sorry guys, yellow alerting it. We gotta get to cycle 92. That's what we gotta do. I really like how this looks. It's just a shame it's not very efficient. Is there pounding actually pounding the fruit off the vines here? One would hope so. I'm glad that you're actually eating. We've still got one that's starving, but most of the rest of them actually look fine. Lovely. Right, keep going, Camille. Oh, God. Camille, you're going to be here a while. This is definitely a speed 3 task. Sorry, Camille. This is totally my fault. It's flashing. Why does it keep flashing at me? Stop flashing. I guess we're, we've used up 3/7 of the allotted time, I believe. Very specific number. I also watched someone else who had one of the fossil story traits in the impact zone, and that was in a completed DLC release. Really? Oh, wow. Yeah, you don't want that. Right, this should be good to go now. Okay. So we could probably turn this off now. We're gonna disconnect this. Save this for spawn power, I reckon. Right, wire overloaded. Okay. I think we turn off the metal refinery now. Because A, we want operators to operate it. And B, we want more stuff. Okay, are we actually done? No, we need to empty this once. Grab a couple of extra debris. And then we're there. I need to split the remaining blast shots, though. How many we got? We got 16 left. Let's make 8 here. And 8 here. I'm quite impressed we managed to get 2 blast shot makers going. What else is the constraint now? Oh, we're out of biodiesel. We're out of biodiesel, but we have the bleach stone. So we just need someone to make more. Just each errand make 200 kilograms at a time. So each errand actually only makes 1 blast shot maker's worth of biodiesel. That's not good. Because we want more than 1. Running at a time. Okay, I think we may have to do the thumbnail shot now. We may have to pull the trigger. Yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, there we go. We got them doing the finger guns. I think it's gonna have to be it. Because it does seem like we just don't actually have enough biodiesel production. I mean, I guess the machines fill up with a bit of spare biodiesel. It's gonna have to be... It's gonna have to be something like that. I'm impressed we've actually done this, though. Alright, speed up. Now you just need to do everything. Let's look at long commutes again. Man, they need to make this a scroll wheel. They need to make this a scrolling list for sure. Oh, I need to plug in the carbon skimmer here as well. There you go. More supplying for Gosman. Wait. I keep doing it. Well, it's too late to scrub you, I think, because you're the one making all this stuff. Yeah, I should have been giving these guys operating. It would be interesting to come back and do a speedrun challenge for this, now that I know more about the DLC. Because we made a fair few mistakes here. The hydrogen vent definitely could have been more helpful. It was the dormancy period that was kind of the issue. But having 2 free generators worth of hydrogen is pretty good. Oh, they're doing it now. I screwed up again. How irritating. Am I just going to supervise them until it's done? You seem to be going pretty quickly. We gotta wait for heat to come back. Okay. We're kind of getting there. The CO2 is making it kind of annoying getting them both working on at the same time. Okay, we have actually got a shot of them both working at the same time. That's good. We'll keep an eye on it. You should be very nearly done. We got almost only 10 blast shots left. This has turned into a somewhat crack operation. Plenty of abyssalite left as well. Wait, what's overheating? The gas pump. Right. This needs to be gold amalgam. In fact, it probably actually needs to be steel. But we don't have steel. And we're not going to get steel. I'm pretty sure we don't have iron ore. No, we did have iron ore. We had it in the Dartle biome. That's where we had that. That would have been pretty annoying. Right, annoyingly, I think this means I'm going to have to open this up again. So we're going to release a load of hydrogen, but that's probably fine. How's the cooling been going? Yeah, this is still bone dry. What am I talking about? This is still very cold. Ice makers have been doing their job. Not the most conductive material in the world, but it's been helping. We might be sub 90. These blast shots are getting cranked out now. We have plenty of bleachstone. I think the actual constraint is literally just on the biodiesel manufacturing. Oh, we're out of the phyto oil as well. Okay. Well, you're making more phyto oil. We're almost out of peat. I think there is more peat available. There is more peat available. So we'll keep digging this out. We are getting a little bit of it from those guys. This is all grabbable. This is grabbable. These bits are definitely grabbable. We can get this. Yeah, running pretty low. I think speedrunning it is very different to blowing up the meteor and then actually having a salvageable colony afterwards. Yeah, there really isn't a lot left. There's bits and bobs. Oh no, Quinn's not got his light working. It's no good. I'm also just going to tile these, and then we can actually dig out some more peat tiles here. Couldn't even reach this one in the end. Right, speed up. Got 130 health left. $110. There we go, 110 health, 112 cycles left to impact. That's what I like to see. Ugh. Yeah, you're broken. You're unreachable. You're not unreachable. It's because of the masks. That's fine. But yeah. So what would we do differently if we were running this long term? Because obviously we couldn't rely on the peat power long term. What we would probably do is we do more gold amalgam refining. We would probably set up a larger spawn. We would do more. We would tune up the hydrogen generators on the spawn because we've got a lot of excess hydrogen over here we could use. Yeah, it's a very different question, and it's a compelling enough reason to go over to retry this in a non-speedrun setting. Because ultimately, what we actually want to do is we want this meteor to land right next to the asteroid so that we can harvest it easily. Because we're going to be wanting to do frequent space missions there. But I guess we're going to see what happens when we blow up over the swampy ore field instead. Which is worth doing. Yeah, it's 100 health now. 100 health, no blast shots currently en route. I believe that means we have 6 stored up here. They're firing. Is that power? Which power does this use again? 240 watts. Okay. It's getting there. This wire is definitely running too much. How much gold did we make? Probably not enough to run this all unconductive. No. Perhaps we just elect to ignore all of that. Oh, is the plant too hot? The plant's too hot. That's not good. Maya gets to ride on the surfboard. That's nice. So, obviously, there's all the nuclear stuff down here as well. There are bees. I believe there are static critter traps. So, hydrogen from that is also a possibility. We need to actually do a run where we force that to happen. Probably with pip planting, maybe. Because usually we just discover it. And also we need to do a run where we actually make a nuclear reactor, because we haven't done that since Flip Farters. These guys I don't expect to generate any significant power. Still got the Megaphron grains. We never did anything with the Megaphron grains. How about... let's see. Oh, we don't have the second ingredient for the berry sludge. True. Shame. What about here? You're currently running off of Megaphron grains. Okay, that's why our food is so good. Because we were making frost buns with all the Megaphron grain. That makes sense. Right, skills. What do we got? Stinky gets exosuit training. Hooray. We're not making exosuits. MIG-B. MIG-B, get operating. I actually remembered. Oh, we're so close. You're out of power because we're not running the peat burners. There's no way we're actually out of peat. There's very little peat in these gym mats. Omelets, go for it. No, go for algae. To be fair, there is more peat on the map. We just haven't dug it all up yet, but it's not overly inspiring. Right, I believe you're done. Don't worry about this anymore. Are you actually going to get replaced? You will at some point. Travel time is getting very high. It's all farming supply. You know what? Do not bother with these anymore. We have enough. We have enough. We don't need more food. I do not want you feeding Pete to all of these. These things only require the water, as far as I can tell. Yeah, they don't require any solid fertilizer. You guys should be getting a lot more happy now, I hope. We still got the Mimicker in here as well, that's good. They're hitting. Oh, look! We got a big cluster of them. They're all gonna blow up. We're doing it! Ominous flashing! Ominous flashing! Good. We're on 40 health. And I believe that's it. There's another one coming there. You're actually pretty much done. We still need a bit more fighter oil. Turner is trying his best. There isn't any other use for the seacomb leaf, is there? Let's have a look at that. We can turn it into allergy medication. That's interesting. And then you feed it to the Pacus to get the polluted dirt, and then the cycle continues. Yeah, we never really did any of that. That is something that we should have done. Instead of using all the peat on the things. We should have been breeding Pacu with the excess seacomb stuff. We didn't do that this time. We'll have to do it next time. I wish we could not destroy Demolior. Instead, I wish there was a way to capture it. Oh, what? So it's just like orbiting your main asteroid. So you can land on it. That'd be weird. Oh, we're gonna get scuppered by a last-minute meteor shower? Seems possible. Oh, you're not growing because the air pressure. What? Oh! Is there a massive tile over here? No, it's because it's in liquid. Right, okay, so we need to dig this sand. We need to put the ladder here after. It's too late for this now anyways, though. Right, well, what else are you guys doing now, then? You're finished with the blast shots here. You have one last blast shot to do here. What do you need? You need nickel? Really? Really? Okay, make one lot of nickel in here. We have exactly one blast shot left to make. We miscalculated the metal by that much. There's probably something we could deconstruct quickly, realistically. Please tell me you've actually... Hold on. Okay, you are now yellow alert deconstructing this. What do you mean there? Oh, the door's locked. Break down this door. Break down this door. Don't worry about this. Actually, I'm honestly not sure which is quicker at this point. Probably quicker for Heap to just make it here. So we'll just let Heap make that. Yeah, have a go. Cool beans. Your dupes decided to waste a little of your nickel in repairing the switches of that puzzle. No! Oh yeah, that's absolutely a thing. It's very sad. So you'll see now, the polluted water from the nickel isn't going to cool down that much. Actually, it's cooling down a fair bit. But not back to room temperature. Could be worse. Okay, I guess this doesn't actually need to be... Oh, wow, we got a little peephole. We got a little peephole to the meteor. Okay, this could be Friday night. No actual yellow alert needed. Yes, get stung by all the nits. Good idea. There's a little bit more... No, that's... Oh, I thought there was a little bit more there resting on the plant. It's definitely not what was happening. Right. Show me the last blast shot. We've calculated precisely. This will definitely be the last one. And then I guess we would just start making regular blast shots with the nickel and the biodiesel. Which, in principle, you could do. But there's no metal volcano. So, would we even want to actually do blast shots here for the regular meteors? I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you guys normally do regular blast shots for the meteors here after the fact? Because you'd have to go land on another asteroid to get the metal volcano. There we go, it's Heap. Heap is making the last blast shot. Run out of power. Oh, come on. Come on. We're running on fumes here. You need to be Friday 9 now. Load these, please. Think you get your metal back with the regular blast shot? Oh yeah, that's true. Yes, you're right. It does. It lands back with the rocket when it blows up. Look, we got 10 health left. Can we do it on cycle 90? I'm thinking not, because we need to load the peat burners. I feel like this is suspiciously close to running out of power. I could turn these off. Yeah, turn these off. We have sufficient cooling for now. Thank you. Now I need you to yellow alert this. We must do it. Oh, I don't think we're going to have time. The meteor literally isn't close enough. It's going to be cycle 91. Yeah. Work, work, work. There you go. Blast shot. No interruptions here, good sir. The hat looks very good though, doesn't it? Right, we're done! Okay, re-enable these. Hooray! Enjoy your doctor's appointment. We will have a wonderful stream, but we're practically done. All we need is for Gene to deliver the single rocket. He's here. Deliver the single rocket, fire it, and then we're done. There we go. The last one. The last one. We gotta watch the screen when it hits. Yeah, that's gonna be 0.5 cycles. So we'll speed through it. But yeah, we're done. We're done. We're literally about to destroy it. Completely. I would say it was easy, but we really mismanaged these guys. So yeah, next time we try this, because we will try this again in the future at some point on a normal run. Next time, prioritize Pacus more than the Peat, because we burned all of our Peat now and our Lumbs haven't grown fast enough. Also, horizontal Lumb ranches, get them going pretty quickly. Don't rely on the Sweatcorn too much, because it consumes a ton of Peat. And once we run out of Peat, things are going to get a lot more complicated, because we're lucky we had a hydrogen vent we could lean on this time. Geotuning hydrogen vent, turn abyssite into fuel. Pretty convenient. Oh, we need to tell them to actually replace the worn oxygen masks as well. But we'll do that in a minute. We'll do that once we've actually blown this up. You know what? We'll do it first. We've got 100 seconds. 100 seconds. That's fine. You gonna fix the gas pump? Possibly not. Feels like they've run out of time. I think this has gone pretty well. All things considered. Now we just wait. Now we just wait for the moment. The anticipation is killing me. This is as big as it's going to appear. How big does this get on cycle 200? Is it literally taking up the entire screen? That must be terrifying. Oh look, we've got regular meteors now. That's funny. Good timing. When are they going to land? What meteors we got? Nah, I think they've done a really good job with this DLC. They did a really good job with the artwork, the new creature designs. There's a lot more to explore and a lot more detail than we've done on this run. But I'm just glad we actually managed to finish this after the events. After the events of the month. It's been a stressful month. And it's nice sharing this special moment with you guys. It would be really awkward if we left the game paused at this moment, but it's not paused because the meteors are falling. Show me the meteor. It's gonna happen when I'm drinking the Pepsi, isn't it? I think it might be the best of the 3 DLC. This is a fun moment. Oh, we did it! We did it! We did it! Celebratory Pepsi. Achievement get. Imperative achieved blast line of defense. Right. Alright, let's see it. Here we go. The blast shots. Launcher. We've got a package. We've got a package. The nits get to watch as well. Fantastic. Yeah. Kaboom. We've blown it up. Aww. Rocks have appeared in space. This was very likely. We blasted Demolior into oblivion. My colony is safe for now. Among the impactor's remains, I've identified several useful resources, as well as a small familiar object. How did such a thing find its way onto an uninhabited asteroid? I've always hoped that other worlds existed. Perhaps they do, and we're more alike than I ever imagined. There is so much we have yet to discover. That's very true. That's very true. You can do this early, which is nice. But this is way quicker than the Frosty Planet Pack geothermal stuff. And I said that was easy. But to be fair, we have burnt all our resources to get to this point. Yeah, we did a few achievements. We got the big one, though. We got the big one up the top. It's gone! It's no longer here. Alright, what we got over here? We got a stereoscope. Oh, just a normal artifact, right? A tool used to game into frozen moments of time. One of the images is of a child standing in a field, waving a huge piece of blackened titanium. Oh, look, it's twitching. Let's build the artifact analysis station. Do we have the artifact analysis station? Let's have a look at this. We do have a Masterworks dupe. I would like to investigate this. Can we put it on a pedestal? Let's put a pedestal down somewhere. Where? I have pretty thoroughly made sure there's not a free space. Put it here. Put a Peat bears. Oh, you like it that much? I still haven't tried. Yes. Oh, we got meteors coming in. I think these... Oh, look! These are Iridium meteors. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, look, we got loads of Iridium meteors. Is this the regular space event, or is that because of the blowing up Demolior? Pretty small chunks of Iridium. Actually, that's a fairly decent amount. Anything else? Copper ore, gold amalgam. Nice. Well, it's certainly enough to get started with. So what can we build out of Iridium? We can... So Iridium counts as metal ore as... Oh, no. Iridium counts as an advanced building material. So we can make any building out of plus 500C stuff if we want to. Wow. Oh, you know what we got to do then, right? We got to replace this. We got to replace this with an Iridium pump. An Iridium gas pump. Can you believe it? We got to do it. Enough Iridium for an aqua tuner made me so happy. That's nice. That is very thoughtful of them. Yes, we will celebrate with the Iridium gas pump of uselessness. We can put veggie poppers on there. Right, so we can clearly put the stereoscope there. That's fine. Let's get the research. And then let's look at the star map. Okay, so it's blown up and it's led to a load of objects here. Now, we can see these ones. We can't see the other ones. Stinger's Playground, welcome. How are you? What have you been up to today? Have you been playing more Oxygen Not Included? I think you have been playing more Oxygen Not Included. You missed it. We just blowed up the Demolior asteroid on cycle 91, no less. We built 2 blast shot makers.
Thanks
there we go.
Follow.
Thank you very much for the follow, Sire Sank, if that's how you pronounce that. Enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. Whiskers sends regards. Whiskers Fiskers. Hold on. No. Why do the arrow keys move so slowly in this mode? Whiskers Fiskers. I thought she was visible. She's not visible from this camera. Is she visible from this camera? Yes! Whiskers, personally. Thanks you for following. I got it right first try. Great, I do try. Ooh.
I'm running all achievements max difficulty Demolier 100
achievements.
cycles.
Nice. All achievements max difficulty Demolier 100 cycles. Yeah, good luck. It definitely seems doable. We burnt all our peat to get this far. I think if I was redoing this, I would aim to blow it up closer to the main asteroid so that we have closer access to all these fields. So we got the Demolior debris. So we have granite, mafic rock, gold, and iridium. So you get some gold as well. That's nice. So you got all this sort of stuff. You got the liquid Demolior debris. So you also get liquid sulfur, petroleum, and isosap. Sap, this is from the resin tree, or otherwise known as the sap tree. So if you do this, you don't actually need to go get the sap tree. I do remember we discussed this yesterday, I believe. That's very cool. You can combine it with feather fiber as well to make insulate. Wow. Okay, so my question is, can you access the isosap if you let it land? I don't think you can. Right? Unless there's like blobs of it and you can make a little small amount. Yes, we have been playing Oxygen Not Included for a while. We have a YouTube channel where I post a lot of build guides. Admittedly, I've been doing less of those recently, but that's because Clay had been releasing more content. I didn't want it to get all out of date. We will go back to making a few more of those at some point. The main aim that we're trying to do, we're trying to set up a colony where we're entirely recycling Dreco byproducts. So a no geyser colony. That's the main aim that we're going to go back to after having explored this DLC a little bit. I think we've only really scratched the surface of what we wanted to do in the DLC this run. But we are going to finish it today. Because we have literally burnt most of our consumable resources to get to this point. So we're not going to come back to this save. But I was very curious to see how this would all go. I'm assuming we can actually grab the iridium. Yeah, there's chunks of it here. This is fine. You don't need very much of it. But you're repairing the meteor blaster? Great. Right. We want the artifact research lab. That's this one. I want to see what the log entry says from the stereoscope. You've not seen anyone get any sap upon meteor impact. Wow, well there you go. That's another reason to blow it up. Lab mat next. You know it. We're going to do that tomorrow. Not entirely sure what time we're going to start that, because we've got to survive 100 cycles after it lands, and it lands on cycle 10 on the lab seed. So we're going to have fun with that. Well, I guess we should just make some regular blast shots then, right? Make a load of them. Make more nickel. And then we'll load them up in here. Now, it's only going to shoot them down over this area. That's fine. We'll just leave it like that. What are my thoughts on the lore for the DLC? I'm still a little bit confused as to why Higby has a moustache. I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest. I feel like everything feels like a sensible addition. Nothing strikes me as, like, overly out of place. Because all the critters are, like, genetic modifications of Earth animals, aren't they? Yes, we've established this, Quantum Sorry. Higby has a moustache because it looks cool. He's the exception that makes the rule, as it were. Only he is allowed a moustache, just like only George Jorge is allowed a beard. Mr. George Jorge, and this is Mr. Higby Migby. Literally the only dude with one. The weird thing I found with the meteor has neutronium inside. I mean, that feels very intentional. I think the devs are aware that it's actually quite strong just to let it land so you can mine out the iridium. So they wanted to make it so that it was a little bit less enticing. You're really not going to do this, are you? What is up? I think this is literally unreachable, isn't it? Let's have a look. FID Dot! You're back! Thank you very much for the Prime. 10 months of Prime. Mucho apreciado. We got a treasure train? What the heck is a treasure train? You got 5 minutes to join the treasure train. Unlock a limited time 35% off gift subs at level 5 during this train. What? We got unlockable emotes as well. Oh my goodness. What is this? Have they renamed the hype train the treasure train? Is that literally what's going on? Right, okay, let's focus. Let's focus for just a second. So you can't reach this because, what? You can't actually get up here? It looks like you have gotten up here. You need to be standing on this tile. Okay. It just means Twitch wants more money? Yes. I think this is literally just replacing the old hype train. That's fair enough. Cool. Right. Can we now actually access this? Is this like a case where you have to be standing on that tile to do this? Or have I done something else? I think we may just have to crack this one open. Oh, maybe I have to open it so the dupe actually stands in it. We have had that be an issue before. If I just move you here, does that work? Let's investigate this. Oh wait, it's not just free space age stuff. Yes. So if the meteor lands, you get a limited amount of neutronium, a limited amount of iridium, and you can't get it renewably, whereas you can get it renewably if you mine it in space. Ah, so they have to actually be standing on the tile for it to work. Okay, that's irritating. Well, that's not exactly what I wanted. You need to build this. That's so weird. I think we're just going to have to temporarily open this. I don't mind letting all the hydrogen out because there's too much hydrogen in here anyways. Right, well, who's the dupe? Who we got? What we got? Oh, plume squash seed. Yes, we're not printing any more dupes. That's fine. We still just want the artifact research station. The research is going all right. That's fine. I'm so glad they changed the peat burner. This was going to be an absolute nightmare if they kept it at 110 degrees C. Right, now they're actually building it. So, weird quirk. If you're using an airlock for access, it has to be open for them to actually get the errand. That's bizarre. Ria's still making more. Oh, Maya. Oh, Maya has been forgotten about, even though Maya is the dupe with the best hair. Sad fate for Maya. The wire's overloading. That's acceptable. Oh, Camille. We've traveled a long way for this iridium. Ah! You're shooting the stuff now. It's wiggling and waggling. Oh, you know what we need? We need a space scanner for this. But we need to actually research a space scanner. Yeah, don't do this for now. This is just wasting power. Oop. There has to be a bug. I've had to do errands behind airlocks many times before. Yes, maybe it is a bug. It could also be because it's literally the only tile they can stand on when I can actually do the errand. Like, they can't stand down here, for instance. Well, someone will come fix that soon enough. Let's keep looking at long commutes. I'm hoping this is actually going to drop. Also, we got a stress dupe. Ruby is stressed. Interesting. That wasn't the research we actually wanted. It was a different one. Fair, fair. Right, where's Ashcan? Ashcan's right here. That's fine. Oh, no. Why is Ruby stressed? Ruby is stressed because morale was low. Eat better food, then. That's pretty much it, isn't it? This hydrogen is going all over the place. Oh, right, you're scolding. Oh, Ashcan, you'll be fine. Right? Right? Then set this to auto. It's alright, I believe in you, Ashcan. Oh, no, 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 no. Get out of there. Get in the water. I mean, he's wearing an oxygen mask. He's a little toasty. Okay, he's fine. He's fine. Right. Triage cots. Triage cot can go down here. You don't need to breathe down here. Get out of my sight. This needs to be done immediately. Maya is on the way. Good. Okay, and then all this hydrogen is eventually going to end up over here. Oh, poor Ashcan. Ridiculous situation. Right, it's the radiation. That's going to be the killer as well, isn't it? This is full. We just need Gosman to actually run this building. It's fine. What else do we want? Skills. By the way, I'm literally just playing until we get to read the lore entry for this artifact. I'm presuming this artifact has a lore entry. We're done with operating on heap. That's no longer needed. You know what? You can drywall this room too. Have fun. What are we going to drywall this with? Possibly something pink. Pink checkerboards. Make this say priority 5. There you go. So much hydrogen. Yes, have fun, Ashcan. I know you just love lying in a bed full of hydrogen. It's your favorite thing to do. Yeah, iridium gas pump. Wouldn't you know it? 575 degrees C. So the funny thing is, if this is geotuned, oh, that's really funny. The max geotuned hydrogen vent is going to erupt at 575 degrees C. Meaning, we could insulate this room and insulate the pipe and not worry about it ever again. That's hilarious, so we're going to do it. That's actually hilarious. So I guess that means all of this pipework needs to be insulated too. And it's probably going to break at some point anyway. That one doesn't need to be insulated because that's not going to be hot hydrogen. We'll see how successful that is, but that should help make things easier down here. Yes, don't scold down here, Ashcan. That would not be ideal. Okay, here's an interesting thing. So they're still using the oxygen in their mask. So we're just going to take the mask off. Yeah, their breath, if you don't know, their breath goes up when they're in a triage cot. So your triage cots do not need to be in an oxygen environment. And they don't lose oxygen. So we'll let that all happen. Right. We need to get in here and do the pipe work as well. You can enter the room for now, so go ahead and do that. Let's speed through it, because we're definitely finishing today no matter what. In fact, don't worry about this. We're going to be out of Peat very soon. We got skill points. Supplying, operating, building, sure, that's fine. These are pretty cool as well. There's unknown objects as well, but I don't think we're going to be able to scan these. You can have a look at debug mode. Am I at the point where we actually activate debug mode? Possibly. I did not load the game with debug mode, believe it or not. Oh, this looks really good. I love the checkerboard. I should use the checkerboard more often. Yeah, keep doing the radiation research. That's the only thing left, I think. Oh, I never put a light here. That would have been a good idea, wouldn't it? I forgot. Yeah, just plug the wire here. Oh, this is running out of friggin' power. Well, where's the hydrogen? This one. Do I have enough wire to just do this now? I would like to. Let's see, so... I think we can. Also, look at this. I bet the game is going to tell you to make conductive wires out of iridium all the time, and that's going to be the new bugbear. So when will the meteorite land? I hate to break it to you, it's not going to land. We blew it up. We blew it up. There you go. It's gone. It's no longer in the sky. It's here. So it's a space point of interest, so you have to send a rocket out to mine it. It's all about tomorrow's content. Oh, tomorrow we're gonna start a new run on the lab seed. This is the normal seed. This is the normal game mode. But we're gonna go on the lab and look at the specific variety game mode. Where it starts in 10 cycles. I am literally sticking around at the moment so we can find out what this lore entry says. And that means we're going to hook up this conductive wire. Yes. But all the metal should be pretty nearby. Now, I'm a bit apprehensive because we are going to run out of peat power fairly soon. Landed the meteor, I tested the lab one. Nice. You lost half your iridium already to random construction. Oh no! That's no good. Yeah, just build the wire first. This is all good. We do have some rad bolts stored up. It might be enough to do a fair bit of the research. So I'm hoping this isn't going to slow us down. But this is definitely speed 3 time now. I should probably just stop skilling people up. As well. Did we solve the carbon dioxide problem? Not really. I think the issue is it's just building up in the rooms. It's building up in the rooms and not really getting skimmed. That's probably just a sign I need more airflow tiles. Maybe actually just put them in the middle of the room. We're making a new game to drop the meteorite, make it canon by adding dinos at the top of the world. Roaming around. Oh, yeah, we could... Well, we want to get the achievement. So we're probably not going to do it in sandbox mode, unfortunately, because there is an achievement for surviving the cycle 110. So, yeah. Yeah, so I wonder what an FRD dot stream would be like. Right, you are now running. This is good. Because we're not running the blast shot anymore, so we should be fine. I guess... build this first. Are we literally just waiting around for research now? I believe we are. Oh, now you need the rad bolts? Oh, that's going to be irritating. You're talking a lot for work, so you're not streaming ever. Fair enough. Save your mouth muscles. Or... you know, I'm just going to abort that whole conversation topic. Oh no, the nit is flopping around. He's got a lump of iridium, but he hasn't got a home. What a shame. Looks like this plant's growing again. It's good. Although, I feel like the knit egg has not landed. I'll tell you what, though. We could dig this up. Yeah, that seems fair. So if we dig this up, then the knits should be able to get back in. Is that reasonable? No, because tiles blocked off. Fertilizer, get out of here. Ruby is still stressed. Morale is not high. Ruby, you're going to go on a sleep-only schedule. I've only got people on 3 downtime slots here. I could probably add more downtime slots. And then put Ruby on... There you go. Have fun. I don't want you stressing out the joint. It looks like this is not leaking anymore. That's good. We should be less apprehensive about oxygen masks, especially because we got the spawn working properly over here. I quite like actually having this open. But the one thing I probably would do is I would probably put another vent over here. Yes, that's what I would do. That should help with the whole CO2 situation. I mean, the gas pressure is fairly high, but I think it's also just that the oxygen isn't quite making the way up. Okay. I think we're getting the rad bolts quickly enough now that this isn't going to be an issue. So definitely sub 100 cycles reading the lore. Yeah, just speed 3 now. Oh, this looks so good. We gotta use the checkerboards more often. Maybe we'll go in the supply closet and have a look there as well. Unlock some new wallpapers. Can I just unlock the rest of the checkerboards? Is that an idea? Ashcan, put a mask back on. That's not ideal. No, Ashcan, you don't need to be in here anymore. Insufficient oxygen generation. Lol. Steve, you're fine. What's in here? A seacomb seed. We already have plenty. Sweetles are here. We had a lot of liquid sulfur geysers on the other asteroid. Was somewhat interesting. Did we actually get a dash of saltvine seed? It's certainly tempting. Yeah, I think this vent is going to do a lot of work. The only thing is I probably need to 50-50 it, because otherwise the masks aren't going to get any oxygen. Right, we have the research. Let's get the artifact analysis station. I'm just going to shove it here. So, build this. Build this. Build this. That's fine, right? Then connect that up. Then wire this. Then party dine all of this. This is the only thing that we actually want to do now. Ah, Heap and Migby. The dynamic duo. You can actually get in here, right? Yes. Go for it. Oh, what do you mean you don't have power? I have a solution to this problem. the good old brute force. Man, what a colossal bunch this colony has ended up being, but if it fits, it sits. Yeah, we're actually running out of peat now, so you need to dig this too. Right, errands. We need a duplicate with the Masterworks skill. Yeah, which we have. Presume this needs to be plugged in to work. You're not suffocating. Settle down. This needs to be priority 9. I don't know, maybe there isn't an errand. Maybe the artifact doesn't have anything to talk about. Or maybe it's already, I guess maybe it already has a lore entry. Let's move it down here. The random alerts creeping in has been quite amusing as well, to be honest. Food does seem to be decreasing, that's fine. We made too much sweatcorn for too long. We're making lots of toasted mimolets. This has certainly been keeping you busy. Alright, finish the wire, please. Get irradiated, fools. You just need to come up here and do this. Right. Okay, you have got an errand, but it says no pending deliveries. So what if we remove this? What now? Nope. It appears it doesn't actually have an artifact station entry. Okay. Alright. I think we're done then. Cycle 96. We've achieved our goals. We blew up the meteor. And the space POI exists, so we can have a look. And we confirmed, we actually did confirm that isosap is in the space debris. And that seems to be like the main thing to find in space with that. So that's good. We know more about the game now. We learned about lumbs. We learned that branching them vertically is not the best idea. Oh look, there's a plateau. Horizontal branches seem to be the better idea in general because of the door pathing and because you can't fit them in no matter what either way. Peat, we have learned that peat gets used up very quickly. It's not even cycle 100, and to be fair, part of that is because we blew up the meteor so early. If we didn't blow it up so early, we could have made it last a bit longer. But the question would still arise. Transitioning from Sweatcorns to Pacus seems more important than I thought it was going to be. So we'll definitely do that properly next time. The lure and knit stuff for the plastic actually seems trivial. Like, it was happening in the wild. All we need to do is get the knits in a room where we have the polluted water, have the doors, and have the auto sweepers. And get it sorted out. That shouldn't be a huge issue. And then what else? We need to look at Dartles and Rexes. We didn't do any of that this run. We didn't need the feather fiber. No Atmo suits needed. We didn't do any the rust stuff with the Jawbos either. So we've got goals for when we come back to this. Maybe we'll investigate more of this tomorrow with the Relica seed, but I imagine a lot of it tomorrow is just going to be actually surviving. But thanks so much for sticking around. I do appreciate it. I know there was a big gap in the middle of me looking at this DLC, which is a bit of a shame, but that's just how real life is sometimes. We'll be back tomorrow, and I'm going to endeavor to be around more. The VODs go on YouTube. I'm having a little bit of an issue with the previous VOD at the moment, but it will go up at some point. And the Discord is where we all hang out. We can talk about video games and stuff. People have posted some of their builds in there as well. In terms of dedicated YouTube content, I have plans to do the remaining montage videos. It depends, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be back at work now. Apart from the 3 days for the funeral, but those 3 days I'm going to be out. So don't expect me around streaming then. So I'm going to try and get it back to business as normal. It's going to be weekdays, 7:30 to 10:30. And more oxygen not included. We'll do Relica. If it goes well, then we'll hang around for a bit and explore all the remaining critter stuff that we haven't bothered with on this seed. If it doesn't, then maybe we'll pick it up again at some other point. Yeah, let's go raid someone. If you're still here from Stigger's Playgrounds raid from earlier, thanks very much for sticking around. We do appreciate it. I'm glad you managed to see some Whiskers action as well. That is one thing I like about this webcam position up here, is that you do see more of Whiskers. I like to see it. Who is even playing Oxygen Not Included right now? Man, I don't know. I'm gonna go raid Ron Empire. They're playing against the Storm. One of Max Not Binary's favorite games. So if you want to go check that out, feel free to join me. We'll go say hi, because I haven't raided Ron Empire in a while. But take care, everyone. Aiming to be back tomorrow. New seed, new challenge. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.